Edinburgh South Community Football Club has been based at Inch Park since its formation in 1969, and the club continues to play a vital role in promoting health and wellbeing in South East Edinburgh. We are an all-inclusive football club and registered charity that welcomes everyone in our community, delivering high standards of coaching and development in a supportive and nourishing environment so that our players can achieve their full potential. Crucially, Edinburgh South strives to offer everyone in our community the opportunity to play football. With the recent formation of our senior team and the growth of our women's teams, the club offers a player pathway from preschool age all the way up to adult participation for boys and girls. We pride ourselves in being a community club for all. Our ambition is to combine this pathway with the development of first-class facilities within the community we serve and the continuing development of coaches who help maximise the potential of every player within the club. Our teams play matches and train at venues across South East Edinburgh, including Fernieside, Morgans, Double Hedges, Drum Park and of course Inch Park, where we share a clubhouse with our partners, Lismore Rugby Club and Edinburgh South Cricket Club. Our senior team have been playing in Dalkeith, but currently face the prospect of not having a home venue, something we're keen to remedy. We are the second biggest youth football club in Scotland, with numbers approaching 1,000 players across almost 80 teams, with girls and boys in all age groups playing 4s, 5s, 7s and 9s up to full 11-a-side teams. Edinburgh South has been a trailblazer in terms of women's football in the city. The club saw a need in the community and the girls' game has grown at a fantastic pace. As well as the players, the lifeblood of the football club is the army of volunteer coaches, currently numbering around 180, all of whom undertake SFA qualifications and who give their time and energy tirelessly to the youth of our community. Despite this volunteer status, the club has just 2 paid employees. This is an organisation run to professional standards for the past 50 years. The recent formation of our senior team now provides our young players with a pathway to keep playing football into adulthood. It gives them something to aspire to and provides role models, which is not something that everyone in our community has. Everything we do must be in the best interests of our players. Our club and our community will flourish when we can offer sustainable opportunities to build confidence, develop skills and learn teamwork. This begins at a very young age. Saturday Morning Soccer School is the jewel in our crown, offering coaching, role models and the opportunity to play, learn and develop teamwork to children as young as 5 from right across South East Edinburgh. As well as starting new generations of players, it's also where many of our teenage players take their first steps in coaching. The soccer school experience comes at no cost to the children, who also receive football kit. What sets Edinburgh South apart from other football clubs is our policy of inclusivity and the undeniable value to the wider community. This locality has an ever-growing number of children with a need and desire to play football as a way of mixing with their peers and gaining all the benefits that team sport has to offer. Beyond the many football teams, this club provides a distinct identity and a sense of community through our wide network of non-participating parents, grandparents, siblings and other family members. The club delivers football coaching to many schools in the area every day as part of the City Council's Active Schools programme. The Disney Playmakers programme offers a safe space for very young girls to experience their first taste of football in a fun environment. Football Fans in Training encourages people in our community to get involved with healthy exercise in a fun atmosphere, with obvious mental as well as physical benefits. All players and officials from the club have access to a counselling service, as mental well-being is valued as highly as physical fitness. Generous support for the club's Christmas appeals raise money and other support for the families in our community who are struggling. Links with a youth football club in Malawi means that our club has a positive influence on the wider world, while showing our players how sharing their old kit benefits other young players who love football just as much as they do. Our ambition now is to continue delivering the vision of Edinburgh South. What we do is invaluable to this city. At the same time, we cannot stay still. We need to grow in line with the demand for what we provide. The club's reputation means that we attract lots of new players, and this, combined with the increased housing in the area, means that we're currently struggling to meet the natural demands of our community. Edinburgh South prides itself on our inclusivity. You don't need a trial to determine if you're good enough. But unfortunately, we now find ourselves in a position where we have to turn kids away, approximately 10 each week. This is something we really don't want to do, but unless the club gets increased support, then we'll struggle to provide the inclusivity valued so much by our community. This need for new training facilities is underlined by the fact that our senior team is without a permanent home. We want to build a ground for Edinburgh South in our part of the city. Including the club as part of the Inch Park development would provide us with a home for our senior team. This, in turn, would become a valuable central hub for the whole club and provide us with our own training facilities. Edinburgh South Community Football Club has gone from strength to strength over the past 50 years, and with the right support can continue to grow. The scale of the club, with the number of local young players and the army of volunteers, means it's a vital provider of opportunities to a huge part of our city. We need the resources to keep up the great work of this fantastic club.